It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Khalif Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Gibbs on second down. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. Goff now on 3rd down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm could throw the ball all over the field. been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he's brought down for a loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Completed to Hurst. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now off the play fake. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd and 3. Gets this one to Patrick. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Rush coming for Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Again, it's Gibbs. Hits a seam at the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have second down behind the sticks. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Third down run by Dobbins. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
St. Brown there to bring it in. Get some space around midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll motion a tight end left. Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Tight end in motion left. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Gibbs now from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that makes it 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He still has room inside the 30. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chargers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take the lead on that successful kick. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. Return's looking good so far. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Off play action, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 6. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it again with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. J.K. Scott on to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers bring this back inside the 10-yard line before going down.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Chargers start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Again, it's going to be Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Jack Fox on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Back to the air, Herbert. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. Man, it'll be their football. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Trying to work quickly now. Here's 2nd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
2nd and 10 now. Knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing again, it's Goff. He completes it in traffic. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
The Lions offense returning to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's trying to push the field. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed here to Johnston. Escapes a defender. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Herbert back to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Now Herbert to throw. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And the defender comes away with it. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Now gone. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Goff on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. 1st down, ball at the 36. Running left, it's Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. He breaks the tackle. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Now a give to Edwards, running left. He's got a gain of 6 there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Raymond on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. One of the tight ends motioning right. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now try Gibbs again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run, it's Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions push this to an 8-point game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions push the lead to 2 scores now. Well, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you, and especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Juke the defender. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That throw finds Johnston. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
A give to Gibbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to just 2. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Patrick with the catch. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running it with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now a run with Wright. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Lions lead by only 2. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running it with David Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Setting up to pass. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Running on second with Montgomery. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.